So how's the groom feeling this morning?
Good. But stressed. Liquid poo stressed.
Liquid poo stressed. Should you really be drinking that then? Just go through.
It's only got 6 shots in it, so we're fine.
Hello guys, geeks and girls, and welcome back to another episode. Today is my brother's wedding. But it wouldn't be a wedding without some last minute fun the day before.
We're behind.
Gotta be clean, gotta be green, gotta be everything more. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Walk out the door. And I can be brown, I can be blue, I can be white, I can be purple, I can be purple, I can be. And slow walk. Step, 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 step. Skip, 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 skip. Launch everyone.
6.5 hours later.
Hey! Partner up the front, partner up the front. I can be brown, I can be blue, I can be white, I can be purple, I can be purple, I can be anything. So like me and set that.
Tomorrow.
Pervert!
I'm an official sex pest canister now.
It doesn't say James at all, it just says sex pest.
I will buy them all!
You can feel the chloroform.
That's not
Hey,
funny.
you guys want to sit? Have a sip? Oh, yep, I'm gonna have some food in a second.
That was one.
Yeah,
So these all fit in the back pocket of the chinos.
yeah.
Will they? Have we tested it?
No, they all should.
We'll make it fit.
Josh, you fill yours with Coke.
This is it.
I will.
Oh my god, it's the worst thing ever. It's the worst thing ever.
Stop quick, Dustin.
He's staying it. No, cover the drink.
Oh, I don't want that.
It's the worst thing ever.
You just look violated.
It's really bad.
But yeah, this house is quite cool. There's a bunch of rooms and everything. I know, funny, right? 2 kitchens. They got this little area here. A couple of boys on the couch. They got this spiral staircase, which is really cool. And here we are in the main part. Let's go on, boys. How do you think Mitch is? Do you think Mitch is ready
No.
to get married? No.
Maybe in a few hours.
Yeah.
We'll give him a moment, we'll spruce him up, he'll be good.
That's good. Yeah. Renee's set in yet?
No, not yet.
Oh yeah.
I've taken a lot of heroin though to lower my heart rate. Heroin's
3 beats a minute.
3 BPM. Ready for a deep sea dive.
I'm a goddamn crocodile, man.
Free dive champion of Vanuatu.
A deep regret. Self-resentment.
I can hold my breath through at least 7 minutes of regret.
Are we all having our sleeves rolled up?
One person will have to wear them up with James because he looks like a junkie. Yeah.
It's my ice spiders. I didn't stop picking them before the wedding.
They just like seep through, like you just get this. Oh.
He had to stop the spiders. Can you come back here and do this?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Probably be alright. Yeah. Except I'm like back out.
Actually, I'll go just here in the middle where it's not quite at the fence.
Yeah.
You just say the whole thing, so Father. Okay. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Father, smith, warrior, mother, maiden, crone, stranger, I am hers and she is mine, from this day until the end of my days.
Oh, baby!
Boom. Very good.
We're gonna win!
Careful.
Oh, yeah! We're gonna get this done! Ah, shit, come on.
From miles around, I pick you up in my car and we'll head to town. Just kiss me, baby, and hold me twice. You're the one for me, the way you make me feel.
The way you make me feel.
You really turn me on.
You really turn me on.
You knock me off of my feet now,
You knock
baby.
me off my feet.
My lonely days are gone.
My lonely days are gone. I like the feeling you're giving me. Just hold me, baby, and I'm in ecstasy. Well, I've been working from 9 to 5 to buy you things to keep you by my side. I never felt so in love before. Just promise, baby, you'll love me forevermore. I swear I'm keeping you satisfied. 'Cause you're the one for me, the way you're making me feel.
The way you make me feel.
You really turn me on.
You really turn me on.
You knock me off of my feet now,
Knock
baby.
me off of my feet.
My lonely days are gone.
My lonely days are gone.
Thank you, everyone. Now, please, if you can, be seated.
My name is Jesse Chippendale, and I am a registered marriage celebrant. And I was hoping to be the best man, but can't have everything. So, I am immensely pleased and humbled to have been asked to conduct this wedding ceremony for these two inimitable people. Mitch and Georgie will be joining their love today in matrimony. On behalf of Mitch and Georgie, I would like to thank you all so much for joining us today to share in this occasion, this celebration of their ongoing journey. We are here today not to witness the beginning of what will be, but to celebrate and strengthen what already is. Georgie and Mitch have been together since they met at the Annex Theatre at the beginning of 2011. There's a great love story of Georgie performing on stage and Mitch seated, initially reluctantly, in the audience. There was an awkward kiss on the forehead in the foyer, and the rest is history. Today, they own a home together, a home that they share with the effervescent Luther. And the fur babies Walter, Luna, Gretel, and Hansi. Great. And today, we will join them together as husband and wife. Their love is evident, their love is strong. No, be excited, this is great. It's a very good thing we're doing today. Mitch and Georgie have asked you all to be here today because each and every one of you has played such an important and beautiful role in their lives, both together and separate. So they could not be happier to see your smiling faces on this incredibly special day. Your love and support and friendship will always be appreciated and returned in kind. Georgie and Mitch strongly believe...
Sounds of love.
Georgie and Mitch strongly believe that you all have a role to play in their lives together. Marriage is a journey, not always an easy one. And while they will stand before you soon and make promises to each other, they hope you, in turn, make a promise to try and help them on this road together. To be there when they need support, advice and care, and to help foster their love going forward. Mitch and Georgie, you have made a mutual commitment to love each other in an atmosphere of care, mostly good humour, consideration and respect. You are partners in life, working together to care for those around you and bring out the best in each other. You continually strive to be the best you can be, individually and as a team. Mitch, will you take Georgie to be a lawfully wedded wife? You promise to always love her, respect, cherish, honour and support her. To stand by her whatever may come, so that you may grow old together.
I will and I do.
Georgie, will you take Mitch to be a lawfully wedded husband? You promise to always love him, respect, cherish, honour and support him. To stand by him whatever may come, so that you may grow old together.
I will and I do.
I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of a man and a woman to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. However, Mitch and Georgie would like to make it known that they believe that everyone present here should have the same opportunity to celebrate their relationship, and that all members of the community should be afforded the same respect, love and recognition regardless of sexuality or gender. Mitch and Georgie look forward to a time when the marriage law reflects the belief that we are all equal. Is this still your firm belief?
It is.
And they would also like me to say that you haven't already posted your yes vote. Now is an opportunity for Mitch and Georgie to exchange their prepared vows. Rock, paper, scissors for who goes first.
You want to go first? Do it.
Please. Georgie, I promise to love and support you in any and all of your endeavours. I promise to be there for you through all of your weird Campylobacter, Chinese viruses, spider bites. I promise to try my hardest to make you laugh and smile every single day. I promise to pause whatever shows we're watching together when you inevitably fall asleep. I want us to grow old and wrinkly together so we can shake our collective fists at teenagers. You are my best friend, my little bear, and I know it's not far away, but I can't wait to call you my wife.
As Jesse mentioned, Mitch and I met during the last 5 years, and some of you may have seen the show or worked on the show, including Jimmy up here and Trav behind me. And that show was a moment in time and a moment of fate that changed my life forever. And I'm forever grateful for that moment. I was ironically standing in my sister's wedding dress and I was singing songs out to a boy I hadn't met yet, and now I get to stand up next to him today. And we are going to make it further than Jamie and Kathy from that show. We are going to make it past every hump and bump and cliche and love song and musical ever written. And although it hurts me that many of my friends here today can't be married, we will get there. And I know we don't quite have the same love of music. But for me, sometimes in life, words just aren't good enough. All we have to do is sing. So this is the next 10 minutes from the last 5 years. And just like I said I would finish that bloody 5-kilometre charity, I promise you I will get to the end with you.
Mitch and Georgie will now exchange rings and legal vows. Jimmy, if you could hand Mitch and in turn Georgie their rings. Mitch, please repeat after me.
I call upon those here present to witness that I, Mitchell Tony Langley, take you, Georgina Cara Todman, to be my lawful wedded wife. I give you this ring as a token of my love, my undying respect and admiration of you. Please take this as a symbol of my love and know that I am yours. I love you.
Yes. I call upon those here present to witness that I, Georgina Cara Todman, take you, Mitchell Tony Langley, to be my lawful wedded husband. I give you this ring as a token of my love, my undying respect and admiration of you. Please take it as a symbol of my love and admiration.
I hereby seal these two souls and bind them together for an eternity. Look upon one another and say the word.
Father, Smith, warrior, mother, maiden, grown, stranger. I am his and he is mine from this day until the end of my days.
Georgie and Mitch will now sign the marriage register, an official marriage certificate. They have asked their mums Jill and Sandy to come forward as witnesses. They ask that you listen along and sing as Trav Hennessy and Nakia Breen play a song specially chosen by Georgie for Mitch for this moment. Thank you.
Ooh, you're making me live whatever this world can't give to me. Until you're all that I see. Ooh, you're making me live now, honey. Ooh, you're making me live. Oh, you're my best friend that I ever had. I've been with you such a long time. You're my sunshine, and I want you to know my feelings are true. I really I really love the things that you do.
Husband and wife, Mitchell Langley, Georgina Todd. Okay, thank you all. Now, please have a beautiful day, beautiful life, and always love one another. Now I'll hand you over to Lex.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your MC for the reception later on today. We've got about an hour now with some photos, so there's going to be a whole group photo first. Put your hands together for Grace, our fabulous photographer. Make sure she sees your face today. Group photo will be here, and family photos at the tennis court. We've got an hour of mingle, enjoy this beautiful weather, and then the reception will start after that. Enjoy.
Congratulations, guys. I mean, it was bound to happen, you know, inevitable stuff. Good on you. I already considered you my sister-in-law, but like, you know.
The energy.
Congratulations, guys. I'm so happy for you. It's been such a rewarding experience these past, how long have I been there for?
Hey, hey! Well, from this point, about 10 years ago, I saved your life, but you just remember that, mate. I saved your life, and if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be here, okay?
Yeah,
congratulations.
Congratulations!
Amazing!
You look so beautiful today, and we're so excited for you both. Congratulations! That's the spider bite heel. The sun's shining.
We got anything to say to the bride and groom? Excellent.
We love you more than Disney. Congratulations.
That's lots of love. Anything to say?
Congratulations. You look congratulations. It sounded weird. That sounded creepy.
Georgie Mitchell, I am so pleased that you invited me to be a part of this whole thing. I love you both very, very much, and I'm just eternally grateful. And Josh is doing this now while I'm sober before we all turn into a sex fest.
Oh my god! Sex fest!
Sex fest! How you going, dog?
Not yet. We'll have more to say later.
Congratulations, and we love you.
Awesome. Is it true Georgie likes it on top?
Yeah.
the last 4 years. I think I've already told them everything. So
All good, Ed?
I love you both very much.
Nice knowing you. Had a really good run. You're a good guy. We're a good guy. And I look forward to seeing you on Facebook in the future.
Awesome. Liz?
Congratulations.
Awesome. Richard?
Congratulations, guys. Love you both.
Anyone else?
I love you both and I couldn't be prouder.
You're not meant to be here.
Awesome, congratulations. And for goodness sake, what a wonderful ceremony.
Awesome. Bob, you have anything to say?
Congratulations.
It's all good?
That's it.
Do you have anything to say to the bride and groom?
Congratulations to Mitchell and Georgie. What a beautiful couple, what a great day.
Look at each other! Look at each other in the eyes!
Take it!
No more than 3 times!
Oh, they're just wonderful. Just a beautiful couple.
Stop dancing.
Just told us to keep dancing.
Smile.
I love you, Mitchell and Georgie, aka Angie.
Love you guys, best wedding. Love you, thanks for having us.
Congratulations, guys, all the best.
Mitch and Georgie, what can I say? I love you guys and I wish you all the best. Is that what we're doing? We're doing a message? Okay, cool. Yeah, I agree with what I just said.
Go for it. Have a wonderful night.
Awesome.
Great. How are you, Josh?
I'm great. How are you? Congrats.
I know you are, Josh. This is Mitchell's brother. I know.
Yeah, we met.
Mitchell's brother.
We met.
Yes, I do. I have to say, why on earth did you put me through all this stress when it was totally unnecessary? We could have just been enjoying ourselves all day, which we are.
Mitch, Georgie, you are just such beautiful people and I'm so pleased you found each other and all the best wishes for a beautiful life to come.
Yes, I'm super stoked. It just sucks that we're not neighbours anymore because we could totally be swapping nappies and drinks and stuff. But well done.
Of 2017. My name's Lee. I have the great pleasure today of being your MC, keeping us on track, on time, and hopefully drunk throughout the evening. Also one of Mitch's groomsmen. We are about to ask the bridal party to enter. So if we could create a bit of space for them to come through the middle of the evening. And without further ado, because let's face it, we are ready and well, they look ready. That's a photo. Let's put your hands together for our bridal party. I've been given a little bit of a rundown here. We have country Disney princesses in country princesses because they're not too snobby. Meets the poorest of the poor passengers that still made it to the Titanic and had a good time. We know what happened to the Titanic, but we won't mention that tonight. Put your hands together, please, for the best man and maid of honour, Jimmy Harrison and Anne O'Reilly. Alright, the stakes are high for the rest of the bridal party, guys. Alright, coming in second, we've got Mitchell's brother, Josh Langley, with Georgie's sister, Sammy Dexter. All the way from the far, far north of the Northern Territory, we have Matt Wesley and his beautiful partner, Gemma Lewis. Put your hands together and get the cheers going for Joseph Jones and Laura Stagg. Introduce Mitchell. There's one other guy I've got to introduce, and that's me. Everyone, welcome to me, Lee Osmond. sounding a little bit like the UFC fight night that we were playing last night with the gentlemen's part of the party, but you are a great crowd. We're going to get straight into the speeches. And up first, to break the ice, yes, close the eye, we don't need the eye anymore. Break that ice. To break the ice, I would like to introduce Mr. Peter Hammond. Now, Peter was a friend and mentor and teacher of both Georgie and Mitchell while they went through university. Knows them both quite well, but he's not here tonight as a friend or a mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, he's here tonight as a cynical old man. And he's going to be telling it exactly as it is.
I am indignant, nay, outraged that we have been brought up today by these two villains, and on such a beautiful day. The only commonality we have here together tonight is just to ensure we witness they got well and truly hitched in holy deadlock. Freddie advised them to elope, but oh no, no. We have to be here to witness the knot is tied in a mighty public way. Why? Why? Are they scared it's not going to last? So, Mitch is now the most married man I ever saw in my life. I just hope the hall isn't struck by lightning. Will they look back at Grace's photographs in years to come and think, why did we do that? Let's just look at the courtship. It was just a very witty prologue to a 3-act drama that is about to unfold. I remember Mitch once said to me many years ago, I'm going to mar that girl. I said, do you mean marry? And he said, both. At least for once he's kept his promise. He'll soon learn that robbers demand your money or your life, whereas a wife demands both. Mitch stalked Georgie for 2 years before they actually worked in the show together. This man had an eye that he used to Shakespeare said he dreams in courtship, but in wedlock he will wake. All that time, he's never had a sex life, just a hot water bottle. Now, I'd never say Mitch was intellectually lazy. After all, I did witness, perhaps help him to actually land a degree. But as Georgie once said of Mitch, I love him for a heart that's kind, not for the knowledge in his mind. Let's face it, he fell in love at first smell. Rich and short, there were over 100 weeping children on stage at the Annex when he proposed to Georgie. You must have seen the footage of it.
And the pantsuit.
Has he ever considered how traumatised these children are today? Of course, Georgie, being the eternal aunt, entered stage left with her hand. Geekling Theatre will recognise this, a capacious handbag. Looking like Lady Bracknell from being earnest. The stage proposal was a huge number of witnesses, making it awfully hard for her to say no. Like, no pressure. He didn't even get down on one knee. He thrust a rose at her face and mumbled his lines. Mitch did contribute a new word to the whole university lexicon. It's called Mitchell-esque. It means, I'm not going to do that. That's silly. I might give it a try. Oh, it does work.
That is your Mitchell.
I know it's Mitchell. Now, this is sensitive. We'd be gilding the lily if we pretended to ignore that Georgie has known a few chaps over the decades. Unlike others, I'm not George's idea of fidelity is not having more than one man at a time. Georgie has discretion. She certainly knows which bananas are bruised. Georgie was the challenging and driving force behind many shows at the university. Let's remember Nellie Edgar, and with Travis left of centre, and there was Baggage, and many others.
Yes.
Totally original productions, of which we see far too few these days.
Yeah.
We've all got to admire Georgie, who put the wind up the entire Academy of the Arts when she publicly fought for with great persistence to have the framed posters of the 30-year... The framed poster of the 30-year history of the department restored. She was so successful that the entire staff have now left. Together they've been in many hit productions. I can't actually think of any at this moment. But if there were any downers, and I'm sure it was just the audience that was a disaster. We all know they'll go forth and make interesting mistakes. Amazing mistakes, glorious and probably fantastic mistakes. And I'm sure this is not one of them. Go and break rules, leave us with a legacy and a world that's more interesting for your being here. When it comes down to it, as Freddie said to me a long time ago, in the trenches, you'd want them on your team. To end with a bit of doggerel, Georgie and Mitch, what a wonderful pair. Today looking quite debonair. She led him astray with her witty foreplay. But is this just an affair? This farce is not just a laugh. Soon there'll be babes by the half. We've witnessed the deed. So all take heed. This is a very well-trodden path.
Georgie and Mitchell's recent history. It's now time to delve into the past of Mitchell. So I would like to invite Barry Neal, Mitchell's grandfather, and Sandra Neal, Mitchell's mother, to come up to the microphone and reveal all.
over land and sea.
Right close, Sammy.
Sorry?
Really close.
Sorry.
Can you turn it up?
Alright. My son Mitchell, the Pokemon master, has wed his Disney character, Princess Georgie. Mitch, you've been an absolute delight and surrounded here by the most important people in your life. I'm sure they all agree. As a friend, you wouldn't find a more loyal, supportive mate. Mitch, you're always there for the underdog. And I remember you telling me that you didn't want a girlfriend because all they did was cry. And that way we got cuddles and the deep meaningfuls, and that was fine. Mitchell is a deep thinker. Should I run naked through the streets of Exeter? And possibly have the police find my clothes? Should I take the chance of one more jump off King's Bridge and hope that Mum won't see me? But I won't go into detail regarding any debaucherous antics. Mitch had cohorts who encouraged him, and you know who you are. Mitchell, this is from Hannah and Josh. Mitchell's eccentric, joyful persona was constantly interrupted by his sister Hannah. Hannah would spy on his never-ending Counter-Strike and World of Warcraft battles. Constant debates over who knew more about The Simpsons. But she said the last words were, I love you, mate, but I'm far more superior. Josh said, Josh is still not over the fact that he took all his rare Pokemon cards to school, including a holographic Charizard, which is apparently worth thousands.
Yep.
Traded it for a really bad PlayStation game to Nick Beachy.
Yeah, he did that.
George, exception to all those girls before. I've watched you both evolve into a strong partnership of support, love and compassion. However, I never thought that Mitchell would find someone who was as loud as he was. You guys fill the room. Your love of drama, family, furry and otherwise, has grown with your relationship. Hansel, Gretel, Walter, Luna and now Luther. Showing me that you're in for the long haul. At this point I want to thank Freddie and Jill for the support you've shown for the relationship because it's been long going. I want to wish Mitchell and Georgie the best for the future, enjoy, travel and love lots. And in the words of my child health nurse, Mitchell smiled at 6 weeks. And as these pictures show, he's not stopped smiling.
Greetings, everyone, and as this gentleman said, or some gentleman said, I'm Barry Neal, this is my wife Heather, and we are Mitch's grandparents. I'm speaking under a bit of a handicap today because I've been told to only say nice things about Mitch. Not to mention his baby days. So that could impact severely on the length of my speech. I hear someone say that's not a bad thing? Right. Good to know how the audience is reading. Anyway, Mitch spent quite a bit of time at our house and in his younger days, I won't say baby days, in his younger days, and one of his favourite things to do was to sit in our fry pan on the kitchen floor. Well, Nanny Neal here spun him around. That was a great joke. Didn't do our floor coverings a lot of good. And another thing, this was instigated again by this lady, the matriarch of our family, and you'd have a bowl of Wheaties on the breakfast table.
Yes.
And Heather started drizzling honey on it from about this height. and then as time went by and he developed into ever standing up and drizzling from that height, and then eventually she stood on a chair for heaven's sake. Mostly got in the bowl. Sometimes it didn't. Anyhow, we have many happy memories of Mitch at our place and many photos, and we have one here that shows Mitch sitting in our frying pan. I'm sure you'll treasure that as a memento of your wedding day. You know, Mitch didn't, he wasn't always the slim and athletic type we see before. In those days he was quite, what's the word?
Well endowed.
Wealthy? No. Rotund is the word, rotund. Yeah. But he was a happy little soul and we enjoyed having him there. Anyway, because he went, he progressed, went to school at Exeter. He was always the actor, of course, and we would attend all his plays and things at school, and his fancy dress evenings. I remember one where he was dressed in all sorts of foliage. Two big fern frogs, one either side, out of his shoulder.
Yeah, I went as an ent out of Lord of the Rings.
And I had to cart him up to the school and I couldn't get him in the van. So we had to push him in the back. And we had just as much trouble getting him out. Anyway, because he's progressed to university, carried on his acting career, if that's the thing to call it. Anyway, we attended, Heather and I attended most of his productions that he was in, so we had to rely on him to tell us if it was suitable for general exhibition. And sometimes he would come along and say, no, man, you better not come to this one. Anyway, so we were very proud of him when he came out of university with a Bachelor of Contemporary Theatre. Is that right? Yep. And now he's teaching other young kids to act, which we're very proud of him. Whenever I meet Mitch in the street or anywhere, Georgie's or anywhere, he kisses me on the top of the head. Yeah, which is all very nice. So I think he just does that to reinforce the fact that I'm short of him. But he's a good bloke. I know he's a good bloke because he told me. Anyway, if he wasn't a good bloke, Georgie wouldn't marry him. So I say with all sincerity, Georgie, welcome to our family, you and your family. Welcome to our family. I hope the association will be a long and happy.
Believe you are a thief. You stole my daughter's heart. You got my house. You took our girl away. Enough of the theatrics. Let's get back to real life. Georgina. Theatrics. Oh my God. She has been for her entire life in our family known as the drama queen. Our life with a daughter in theatre, started with Sammy. Where are you, Sammy? Sammy. Joined Gambit Theatre and trod the boards there for quite some time, but she left way, way too early. She left these shores when she was only 19, so Georgie took on the mantle. Okay, well, I'm going to be the boss queen now. So I'm now going to ask Marcus, we're going to do a Q&A here. Marcus, would you mind coming up, please, and ask me some questions about your sister?
Hi, everybody. On all reports, the youngest is the smartest. Is that true, Dad?
No.
Well, as it's turned out, it probably is. Because she's not only gone on to be, although I say, when I'll talk about that later, she's not only gone to be on to be a teacher, but she's also now decided that she might just study and become a barrister. But I will tell you, I'll tell you one of the very, very early stories. We're on stage. I've been singing for the Mowbray Red Cross Society for quite some years, fundraising at the casino. And one day I thought, you know, she was starting to enjoy the stage and she really, really loved singing. So I thought, well, I'll just invite her along. You know, we'll just do a little daddy-daughter thing at the casino. So Jill, where are you, Jill?
I'm here.
Jill made her this wonderful blue taffeta dress. It was really, really lovely. We've gone up the casino. We're going to do, yes, Ray, I'm sorry, well, this is the very, very first time we were going to do Unforgettable. And Georgie was going to come out and do the what's her name?
Natalie.
Natalie, the Natalie thing. So I'm on stage and I'm singing, unforgettable, that's how you are. No Georgie. So I turn around and I look, she's peering behind the curtain. Not coming out! So eventually we got her out. She sat on the front of the stage with me while I finished the song. But thereafter, every year after that, she sang every year, I think, for the next 8 years, beautifully. So I do think, any more questions, Marcus?
Yeah. I'm about done. I thought I was the smartest, but before we go any further, let's go back to early childhood with Georgie. You right, Mum? Let's talk about Georgie. What are the fond memories that you have? I'm not going to go around the siblings here, we've got plenty. But let's talk about the enduring Georgie. Share some stories.
Georgie is a young girl. Well, I could probably invite her little brother. Where is he? Young Freddie. Young brother. I didn't mean little. Young brother Freddie up to tell some stories, but they would not be allowed. Honestly, you do when you're invited to speak here, you do two things. You speak as the father of a girl, and then you speak as the father of the bride. Right at this moment in time, I'm going to speak as the father of the bride. Georgie, Mitchell, we are so happy to have you two guys together. Mitchell has finally found somebody that he can share his love of soccer with. Somebody that he can say, Freddie, Tottenham are playing tonight at 11 o'clock. Is it alright if I come along and watch it at your place? Yes, it is. Lovely, no worries at all. Freddie, Australia are playing Syria, 11:30 tonight. Could I come and watch it on Foxtel? Yes, you can. Mitchell, Georgie, an absolutely wonderful day. Look at the number of people that are here to celebrate it with you. Welcome. Thank you very much.
In awe of Georgie. She has this incredible energy and drive for life that can leave you feeling slightly flabbergasted. It's almost like being at sea in her wake. It's almost like she's not quite human. The way she takes life by the horns and sort of shakes it to see what will pop out. All she can accomplish in a day, and the joy and enthusiasm that she has for a whole host of interests is actually astonishing. And she really does do everything exceptionally well, and with her own unique style and panache. So is she actually for real? And then it dawned on me. Georgie is in fact a real-life Disney princess, masquerading amongst us as a mere mortal. Suddenly the early indicators were undeniable, like her tendency to burst into song for no apparent reason, her glorious mane of glossy hair that grows like a foot overnight, the way she calls the little animals of the forest to her just by raising her voice. Well, primarily that's just Luna and Walter and the cats, but that's all right. She's also cute to boot, with her gorgeous big eyes and her cheeky smile. Dimples, she's got dimples. And she truly has the voice of an angel. Or a banshee, depending on her need. All this aside, when you scratch the surface, the Georgie is a Disney princess angle has real merit. So if you're not familiar with Disney princesses, just prepare for a very brief crash course and I'll illustrate my point. So Georgie, like Belle from Beauty and the Beast, is courageous and fiercely independent. She'd never back away from a challenging situation or hide who she was in order to fit in. In fact, Laura's first meeting with Georgie in grade 4 was Georgie explaining a very complicated monkey bars routine that Laura would have to complete in order to fit into Georgie's group. In classic Georgie style, when Laura asked for a demonstration, Georgie quickly decided that Laura was perfect for their group. No one needed to demonstrate anything.
Legend.
Like Jasmine from Aladdin, Georgie won't let others dictate how she should live her life. She would rather break with tradition than try to mould herself to someone else's ideal. Thus we have our gorgeous bride in a gown and high heels, razor scootering down the aisle to her wedding. Like Rapunzel from Tangled, you have to go beyond the safe and familiar and chase your dreams. This is one of the many things Georgie does so fabulously well. She's always learning new things, travelling to new places, going beyond the safety of what she knows and finding new experiences. Like Mulan, she is a warrior and a champion, particularly when threatened by venomous spiders 3 days before her wedding, which you may not know required intravenous drugs and hospital visits. It's really interesting. And even when circumstances are within her control, she once told me she would sometimes argue the less popular side of an argument, even if she didn't believe it, just to ensure those views were heard, and the battle was fair and equal. Like Anna from Frozen, she's ever hopeful of fixing mistakes and mending relationships. She looks to the good in seemingly hopeless situations, and she appreciates the simple joys of life, like a meal with friends or a walk up the bush. Believe me when I say I could go on. So many princesses and so little time. But really, you don't need to hear more about the fictitious when the reality walks amongst us. However, there is one more important and irrefutable link between Georgie and her Disney sisters, and that link is Mitchell. Georgie has found her prince. She's found that someone who compliments and challenges her, who fires her up and calms her down. Who will take the good with the bad. Mitch is a prince in his own right, and one worthy of our princess. Together they will live every day and continue to build their magnificent and magical kingdom to be shared with and enjoyed by everyone who holds them dear. Georgie and Mitch.
And look, if I'm glued to my paper, I apologise. I'm not normally bad with learning lines, but I'm really scared of picking this up. Look, the bride, all the bridesmaids look stunning today, absolutely gorgeous. I've never been so happy to be in the company of such good men today over the last couple of days as well. On behalf of all the groomsmen, thank you, thanks for letting us be involved. Hoorah! I've known Mitch and Georgie individually for many years through school and theatre and adventures, but I thought I'd take some time first to talk about my friend Mitch. But we've collaborated to make art. We've pulled all-nighters, jacked up on Purple Rockstar to finish essays the night before they were due. Sorry. I had a feeling you knew. We've been each other's counsellors. We've been each other's alibis. And conversely, and I mean this in the best way possible, I don't think there is anyone on this planet that I have wasted more time with than Mitch and I started hanging out at uni, I think ultimately because we were both people who get bored really, really, really easily. No one seemed quite as restless as us or as utterly dependent on a healthy divorce from reality. Now, so many wedding speeches consist of embarrassing stories from the groom's friends, but if the theatre experience that so many of us have in common here today should have taught us anything, it is to know your audience. I have 10,000 wild, unimaginable and ultimately unspeakable stories involving Mitch, most of which would shock the most rock and roll of you here today. I won't use this speech to share those moments, but if you hit me up in about 5 drinks time, I'm sure. Mitch has always been like a brother to me. I've never been quite sure if he was my little brother or my big brother. I think we just stepped up when it's needed. There are countless times when Mitch has, borrowed my clothes and my shoes permanently. Or like plonked down on my bed and looked at me like really sternly and said I have something really serious to say, and then like let one rip on my bed. That's where I sleep. But generally speaking, we're a team and a great one at that. And I pity anyone that had to go up against us, and I am sorry, Georgie, if that was ever you. I'm also sorry, and I know a few of them are here, I'm sorry to the people who hosted great parties, only to have Mitch hijack the CD player so that we could scream along to I'm a Fake by The Used. It's a band. Recently Mitch and Georgie came over and Mitch said, oh hey, I found this poster of The Used, I thought you might like it. And he said it really casually, but I knew the subtext was like, I am to be married soon and I will not be leading this where I'm going. Mitch, I don't know, if you know Mitch, if you spent like, too long in a car with him or something like that, you always ask me what superpower I would have if I could pick one all the time. And I always say something really lame about going back in time or something. But truthfully, I'm jealous of your capacity for empathy because that is your superpower. Mitch, more than anyone I've ever met, can put himself in anyone else's shoes and analyse the fit. And it's what makes him a good actor, and a great human being, a great guy. It is no news to anybody here that Georgie and Mitch are both passionate about education, the many forms that it takes, from from the care that they show to their students to taking trips to go see David Attenborough. They are great teachers because they themselves love learning, and that in turn makes them really exciting and ever-changing people to have in your life. Throughout our education at uni, Mitch was and still is the best person on the planet to get the creative juices flowing, at encouraging you to push your inventions to the limit, to write a sketch or a character into the realms of the ludicrous, and then wind it back until maybe, if we're lucky, someone else finds it funny. I am at my most creative when I am working with Mitch. He is the Robert Webb to my David Mitchell. He is the David Williams to my Matt Lucas. He believes in fate and destiny, but when I look at you two, I am utterly convinced that the universe is just a big school excursion where the teacher has implemented the buddy system. And you two have each other's hands to hold so that you don't wander, get lost, or miss the bus. But of all these things that I learn daily from the Institute, and there are many, stop it, Jim. The takeaway for me is that the two of you are never short of compassion. You have so much love in your hearts as individuals, so much love for each other, and this is the admirable part. You turn that love not just in each other's direction, but outward to the world. And to all the people lucky enough to be in your life. Hans, Gretel, Luna and Walter are fairy proof that you find loving and caring so effortless. Luther, I am so proud of you both for inviting Luther into your lives. Where are you? I am so grateful to know you, man. You are family to me, you are a legend, and we are all so grateful to have you around. Right? I'm so inspired by the way you love each other and show love to those around you. I love the family you are building. I love your daggy jumpers. And I know I speak for everybody here when I say that we are so grateful to have been a part of your story thus far, and here's to the next chapter. Yep.
Jimmy Harrison, ladies and gentlemen. And it's only appropriate that our closing speech for the night should be Cheech responding to his chum. So put your hands together for Mitchell.
I'm really uncomfortable following that. There are probably going to be no tears in this speech. Piss off.
Can we sit down?
Yeah, everyone, if you're uncomfortable, just sit down because it's been a long time. So if you want to sit down, let's just sit down. Alright guys, before I really get into... Hey, shut up! Before I really get into this, I have to speak and take some time to thank all the people that have helped us on this big day. There's just been so many people that have come together and made this day possible, and it's been truly amazing. So I have to get through those people. So I want to say thank you to Kiki, Abby and Chopper, all the way from England for their endless help this week. That's Chopper over there.
Did all the flowers?
Yeah, all the flowers around. That was mainly like Choppers decorating on those tents. But a big thank you to just taking Georgie in and out of hospital because it's bound to happen for some reason. To the setup team yesterday, including Caitlin McCarthy, Sally Plowright, the family, the bridal party. It was just really humbling to just have everyone there. It was just lovely. To Carmel Dilger for her graphic design that she's done on the signs that you'll probably see around. A big thank you to Gina McKenzie, Anne Riley, Louise Miller for their generosity with the decorations. A big thanks to Lee. There he is. Big thanks to Lee for emceeing. He's a good dude. To the awesome dessert team that you'll all be enjoying later on tonight, including the Deviant Community Association. They've all worked really, really hard to make this day really sweet and yummy. To Jody, Mel and Josie for running around and just being generally amazing. To Sammy and Ant, Nakia and Trav, Kalina and Freddie and his band for the wonderful music that we've had today. It's been really great. Thanks to Ash and Brad. They're the people that a lot of the stuff that we haven't had donated, they provided that from their company. They were just amazing. Thanks to Ryan Lim for keeping us warm with the heaters outside. A big thanks to Peter Hammond, but I had that in the speech, but I feel like it was just a roast now. I love you, Peter. And a big thanks to the Year 12 students from Scotch Oakburn for working this for us. So round of applause for those guys. And naturally a big thank you again to all the bridal parties, Jim, Joe, Josh, Wesley, Lee, and Laura, Sammy, Cleaner and Jem. They were the people that talked us down in the coming days, and they were really good to have here. Grace, our photographer, for doing our ridiculous photos out there and just putting up with us while we're just making it off the fly. Our awesome celebrant, Jesse Chippendale. Someone said something to me there about how it was really nice. You could tell that the celebrant knew you, and that was really nice to have you doing that for me. He loves you. Yeah.
Not best man.
Alex Nutter Napier. I don't know where he is. Probably stopped drinking somewhere. There he is. He's out there. Nutter's just an awesome dude. There he is. He lives across the road. He's like a brother. He's just amazing. He's there for you whenever you need it.
Hey, brother.
There we go. Jill and Fred, we couldn't have done any of this without your support, time, help and guidance, helping everybody, including travel, to source a beautiful tea tree for the ceremony, collecting items, storing, baking, driving, writing lists, and just being there.
Looking in my fridge.
Looking in your fridge when I was hungry, because even if it was like 2 in the morning, I was coming to your house to eat food. And a really big shout out to Luther. Come up here, come up here, come up here. Luther, well, ever since you've come to live in our home, there has just literally been 10 times more energy in it, and that was, and yes, and no food, and
the footballer, not a soccer player.
Yeah. You've only been living with us for 10 months, but I think everyone that's can witness this is just know how easily you've slotted into our lives, and it just feels like you've been here for so much longer. It felt like it didn't take any of us very long to feel comfortable. Probably some quicker than others. It didn't take long to hear the rustling in the middle of the night with the food. But basically, George and I, we love you a heap, and we couldn't be happier having you with us in our lives. And just to wonder if I didn't hit anyone today, like without a thank you, I really apologise if I missed you, but without all of you here today, it just wouldn't be the same. But it would have been a hell of a lot cheaper. I'd like to address my new in-laws, starting with Jill. Jill, your ability to bring your family together and create such an amazing atmosphere is your absolute favourite quality of mine, and it's just, it doesn't come around all the time, and that and your desserts, so make sure you keep them coming, please. The bread pudding's something else. Freddie, like you mentioned earlier, one of my favourite things to do now is to come sit with you and have a few tins and watch the football. There we go. Football. And watch the football together at any hour of the morning. And you've been a great teacher to me of many things, and I look forward to all the lessons that you can teach me in the future. Well, that and listening to you sing Les Mis for the 600th time. And I feel like that was conservative, to be honest. A quick shout out to my mother, Sandy. You are such a great support to us both, and you've got a calm nature that just, it's something that you can't be taught, and your ability to listen to us both when we need someone to listen, it's truly appreciated, and we love you heaps. We love you heaps. Now, Georgie. Now, like Georgie said earlier, and Peter and many other people, you probably know, we met each other at the Antics Theatre, but what she didn't tell you about was how smitten I was as soon as I saw her singing on stage, and I told the director just how smitten I was, and it was creepy. But now, you all know how much of a nervous person I am, but somehow I managed to make the confident/weird decision to go and kiss her on the forehead and do a dance down a 50-metre hallway for her. And to all the single men out there, that's all it takes apparently. So keep that in mind. Now, we all know Georgie. She's passionate, hardworking, caring, a great friend, funny, but she's also very loud, dramatic, and sometimes a little bit short-tempered. And I'd like to share some of those reasons why I love her so much.
My roast chair.
Shut up. One of the reasons I love Georgie is our shared passion of foods. We love to try new, exotic, challenging foods, and it's one of the staples of our relationships. But just recently, I witnessed and saw evidence of Georgie's love for food when I walked past the toilet and heard the rustling and crunching of dry 2-minute noodles being eaten on the toilet. This to me reaffirmed I'd made the right decision, and I'm excited for what our future holds and what new toilet foods we can eat together. Soups, it's just, there's an endless possibility. Another reason why I love Georgie is our interesting and engaging discussions we have from, well, food of course, and literature, arts, and of course politics. There you go, she said it. One of our most heated discussions, that's a word, came from when we were discussing Edward Snowden. Does anyone remember Edward Snowden?
Yeah.
No, I won't go too far into this, but not only is Edward Snowden responsible for the biggest data leak in history, but he's also responsible for our biggest fight to date, which resulted in me slamming the door in tears and screaming, "Well, I don't think he should be convicted."
What did he expect?
Yeah, that's what she said. I truly love how in-depth and interesting our discussions get, and look, I look forward to fighting about Kim Jong-un or someone in the future. It's gonna be fun. One more reason why I love Georgie is her little quirks. Screaming across the house, "Mitch! Mitch!" Followed by a little quiet boo. Mitch! Most of the times I do bitch out and walk across the house, only to find her crying about a dog rescue video on Facebook that I have to watch with her, but then she tags me in it anyway. So, just in case I want to show anyone or something. Now Georgie will deny this black and blue, but I know sorry man, I won't swear. I know that when I get to sleep in on a Monday morning, she deliberately leaves the shower running just the tiniest bit, because when I hear it, I just literally can't unhear it. I have to get up, and when I hear that little drip, I'm awake. And then when I'm up, I find the note asking me to do a quick zhuzh of the house. She's excessively crafty. Manipulative. She's... But once again, this is one of the reasons I love her. Every shout across the house, every calculated tap drip I hear echoing across the house, I smile and remember how much I love those quirks. And I truly look forward to our future together and what other annoying quirks you develop. Thank you everyone for coming today.
And this is what this friendship has taught me, and I'm sure that there are other people in the room who would share the sentiments about knowing these two people and what that can give to you. So, here goes. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being right. It's not about choosing between the fight or the night. It's about understanding that life is about change, and we can laugh in the rain, and we should always share our pain. And the songs that we've known are never gonna fade, never burn away. Sometimes, well, we know it's okay to lose while we learn to walk in our own shoes. And I try to be kind. I try to choose between the moment and not getting buried in my mind. You help me understand that life is about change. We can always try again, and you can find love in the rain. The songs that we've known are never gonna fade. No, they'll never burn away. Sometimes living lives that we never could have dreamed. Yes, there are plenty, and friends there are many, and truer than the clouds that rush on by. Though we're getting older, we broaden our shoulders and say hello to life we know is right for good. That we never could have dreamed. Everybody here knows you both deserve this dream. Another choice. Georgie and Mitchell, thank you for having us.
And has everyone had all the chicken and spiders they could want? Alright, we've still got some people outside, so if everyone could come in as much as they can. We have got 2 things left to do this evening. Have we got the bride and groom in the room? Excellent. Could we make a bit of space around them?
Too many right there.
Mitchell, you're doing that thing with the knife. Alright, it is the time in the evening when we are going to be cutting the cake. This is an amazing cake that I'm going to ask you to put your hands together for Journey Tubman, who has put together this amazing cheese spectacular. And we're wishing Georgie and Mitchell all the green babies in the world as they slice their way through.
on stage to plug his mandolin in. I don't think it's never been done before. A Paul Kelly song. No, I'm not talking about plugging his mandolin in. He's probably done that a few times.
You Did you cook the brownies?
Yeah.
These brownies?
My brownies.
Why didn't I have a brownie?
They're actually nearly gone.
Can you find me a brownie? Thank you.
There's my girl. I've had such a fun night tonight. To make it seem like a country music festival. What?
What?
What? On the nom.
You're trying to get attention. You're trying to get attention.
I'm taking a video, not a photo.
What are you doing, mate?
Having fun, Georgie?
Everybody that comes in the room, this is just one of Georgie's favourites, and we're finishing up tonight. So I would like to find Mitchell, please. It's been an absolutely fantastic day and a fantastic afternoon. If you've enjoyed yourselves, you can tell your friends. If you haven't, keep them out of sight. My mother got giving me life, deprived of the love of the father. I was blamed for much of his wife. Oh, but this time
Mitch Georgie, I just want to say huge congratulations to you guys. What an amazing day your wedding day turned out to be. Now I want to say a few thank yous to the people that made this video that I've been working on for the past week helped. And I want to say a huge thank you to Anthony Dobinson, Freddie Todman, and you know, everyone that operated the drone and everything and supplied me with the drone footage. How amazing did it look? I mean, it kind of made the video as well. I want to say thank you to the groomsmen, the other boys. You guys just kind of accepted me into that small circle of guys and made the night before so much more enjoyable and so awesome that I all consider you true mates. Like, you guys are great. You know, just to be hanging out with you guys was awesome. And to Mitch and Georgie, a huge congratulations to you guys. I just love you guys so much. To come around to the point where myself and you, Mitch, are married is just pretty insane. I mean, we've from a very young age, we've had to go through our whole adult life, you know, kind of having each other's backs in terms of support and other things to do with, you know, learning and everything like that. You know the reasons why and what I'm talking about. And I think that experience has made us the type of men that we are today. Such amazing dudes that, you know, that I'm very proud of you and the way that you've, you know, presented yourself and the way that you have got your life. I was gonna say got your life together. That doesn't sound at all good. I'm not good with words, guys. You know what I mean. I'm so happy that you found what you've been looking for after all these years, and it's just really. I can't do this with you. Get out. She's just standing there watching me. I don't. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Can I talk first then? Because you're going to be here for a while.
No, I'm just talking. Look, you interrupt me all the time through voicing. Now you're trying to interrupt my video.
Mitch and Georgie, I am so happy that you two have finally gotten married. I'm so pleased that I can call you both my family. You always have been family, but it's like official family now. And
it's official.
It is. And your wedding day was amazing. It was you two to a T. It was just perfect, and it embodied you both. It was just amazing. I am so glad that I was there. I'm so glad that I got to be a part of it and share your special day with you. And I wish you all the best for the future. And I know you're going to have a very long and happy life together. And Mitchell, I know that you can't stand that she cuts your stories short and interrupts and everything like that, but it's Georgie, and it's why you love her so much, and you wouldn't have her any other way. Even though you say, oh, I wish she wouldn't do that, you know that you wouldn't have her any other way but being the interrupting gorgeous princess that she is. So congratulations, guys, and I love you both so much.
Alright, cheers. Before I was really interrupted, I was trying to say that it's been no secret that our dad hasn't been there for us in times of growing up and in need. And I think that has accumulated a strong bond for me and you to always have each other's back. And that's not going to change. It's not going to change at all. I will always be here for you as your big brother. Whether you need someone to talk to, whether you need someone to bounce ideas off, I will always be here for you, like I always have been. I think that this situation has made us the men we were meant to be. compassionate, and just all round amazing people that empathize with people, you know, in everything. We both never like upsetting anyone, and I think that this situation, it's made us who we are. It's made me a better father, not having my father around. So if you ever need to talk, just know that I am always here, and yeah, never forget that. Okay, to Georgie, I know I got a little bit emotional there and kind of weary, but to Georgie, I love you to bits. I'm gonna make this short. Love you to bits. I love your positivity, your happiness, your energy that you bring. Welcome to the family. Well, you've been here since day one, so it's not really welcome to the family. You've always been a part of the family. But I love you, and I'm so happy for both of you, and just all the happiness in the world. I love you guys to bits. Mwah. And yeah, bye guys, I'll see you soon.
It's not about being right. It's not about choosing between the fight or the night. It's about understanding that life is about change, and we can laugh in the rain, and we should always share around pain. And the song